With all of the incredible AAA titles that have come out in the last year, and the ones set to release in the near future, gamers everywhere are being given an absolute plethora of amazing games to choose from. But even since the earliest days of gaming, tons of incredible games have fallen through the cracks due to various circumstances like poor marketing campaigns, or an apathetic crowd when they released, or just the fact that other major releases caught everyone's attention more. So today we're here to give those underrated games the attention they deserve. So hey, I'm Matt with DPRG, and today we're going to be counting down the top 5 hidden gems of all time. Coming in at number 5, we have one of my favorite games ever made, and that's Earthbound on the Super Nintendo. Now this game could have been a lot higher if not for the fact that it has become famous for being a hidden gem. In a sense, its lack of publicity has given it publicity. It's kind of like when the indie band gets a number 1 song and you have to ask yourself, are they really an indie band anymore, or are they pop music? But don't let that deter you. It's an incredible JRPG with a solid story, amazing writing with absolutely hilarious script, and really for only $10 on the Virtual Console, this game is an absolute must-buy if you like RPGs. At number 4, we have a game that is the literal definition of being hidden in plain sight, and that's Dragon Quest VIII on the PS2 and now remade for the 3DS. The Dragon Quest series is immensely popular in Japan, where this game alone sold 3 million copies. Compare that to America, where the entire series has only sold about 2.5 million, although 5 and 6 were never released here, but still, it's not even close to the Japanese sales. Now, lots of copies were made, but the series has just never really caught on here in North America, so most gamers have never experienced this RPG masterpiece. Despite being a 13-year-old game, it has aged incredibly well. It has cel-shaded graphics that I love and that look fantastic to this day, and the voice acting is actually very well done. But the gameplay is where this game really shines, from the absolutely incredible world to explore, to the wonderful script, to the weapon crafting system that allows you to combine old items into newer, better ones. Now you can pick this game up for a PS2 for under $20, and I will tell you it's a very grind-heavy game, which I do enjoy. But even if you aren't a fan of grinding, or really RPGs in general, this is still a fantastic game that I would recommend to absolutely anyone. Coming in at number 3, we have Actraiser on the Super Nintendo. Now, what if I told you there was a game that perfectly blended SimCity with the 2D action of Castlevania? Well, that's Actraiser in a nutshell. Basically, you play as a god who has been asleep for quite some time, and when you wake up, monsters have infested your land. Now, you have to destroy all the monsters in the land while rebuilding your people's civilization. It combines an incredible town-building sim in the overworld, along with fantastic 2D action gameplay to clear monsters from the land so your people can live there. Now, I couldn't really tell you why this game was overlooked, but it just never really caught on the way it should have. But it's available on the Virtual Console, and it's an absolute must-own. At number 2, we have Knights of the Old Republic 2 for both the PC and the original Xbox. Now, you may be wondering how a sequel to one of the most beloved games of all time can be considered a hidden gem, but that's just it. Everyone loved the original Knights of the Old Republic so much that there was no way this game could live up to the standards set by the original, and everyone abandoned it. But upon further review, the game is actually really good. It expands upon everything the original game did. The story had more branching paths, there was more diverse weapon customization, more force abilities, the ability to change your lightsaber form depending on what was needed in the combat situation, and the ability to influence your companions. While the story is nowhere near as good as the original, this game is still one of my favorite games of all time, as it added a ton of new features to an already great system that was the original Knights of the Old Republic. And the moment you've all been waiting for, coming in at number 1, we have the single most criminally underrated game of all time, and that is SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. And no, I'm not kidding. Don't let the SpongeBob license fool you. This game is simply one of the finest action platformers of all time, period. It's incredibly reminiscent of the old Nintendo 64 3D platformers like Mario 64, Donkey Kong 64, and Banjo-Kazooie. It's got your simple goal of trying to collect all of the golden spatulas, same as Mario's Power Stars, and there's plenty of other little collectibles along the way. But the best part about this game is that it is simply a wonderfully made 3D platformer. It just happens to have a SpongeBob skin on it. And I cannot recommend this game enough. You may scoff at it now, but trust me, give it a real shot, and I guarantee you it'll be one of your favorite games ever. So that's our top 5, and as usual, don't take our word for it, we want to hear from you. Leave a comment below with some of your favorite hidden gems of all time. Also, if you have a countdown you'd like to see done, be sure to leave it in the comments section and we might just pick it up and do it. So thanks so much for watching, and remember to subscribe for updates. As always, my name is Matt, and I'll see you next time.